Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a special edition where we are at the ABV Barrel Shop tasting bar with a bunch of the Barrel Syndicate shop members here joining us. My name is Steve Akeley. I'm joined by Darin MacLeod, Kyle, Dave, and Mike. We're here hanging out, just drinking. What's going on?
Nothing.
Drinking.
Chilling.
It's a good day for drinking.
Chilling
Good day
with
for drinking.
the big villain. Absolutely. That's one for the show.
Yeah. Kyle Neely, you've never actually maybe have you been on an episode where you've been in the background? Maybe have you ever been on one of these when we recorded it here at the bar or anything?
Yeah,
I think
I chimed in a couple times.
Okay, yeah, you were on the stinky one. The stinky one you were on.
Yes, I was.
That's right. That famous
the
incident.
Hardin's Creek.
Hardin's Creek. Okay, so you can go back and hear that one. Know that Jim and I were dying during that one. Our eyes were watering and everything else. But you make the podcast more than anybody because they always talk about you, whether it's doing an impression of your voice or talking about some of your shenanigans and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, hey, any publicity is great publicity. I'll make fun of myself. You all can make fun of me. It's all good times.
Long as you're laughing, it doesn't matter if we're laughing with you or at you. You're good with it, right?
That is so true.
Yes, yeah, that's true. Dave Probst, you've been on the show at least once, right?
Yes, for the two bitches tasting.
Two bitches tasting, yeah, that was a good one,
the
right?
Neely barrel pick wind up, wasn't it? And then we did the two bitches afterwards.
We did. It was
He was drunk.
There was a lot going on.
He was clearly lit. There's no clue what was happening. We wheeled him out of here, got him an Uber home, and came back. And Darin and I drove his car back home that night.
You gotta love the Jeffco Uber system. Very thorough.
It's the best. Steinkamp, I don't know. Have you been on the show?
No, this is the first.
Whoa, first show. First show.
One.
Yeah. And you're getting ready to launch your own whiskey brand, right?
I am.
Can we talk about that? Or is
Sure,
that
I'm up for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just lay the groundwork. It'll be a little while, probably into 2024 until we start seeing it, right?
More than likely. Yeah.
More than likely.
Depends on aging.
Depends on the aging. There might be a single barrel involved, so that's a potential. You are doing a lot of finished stuff, and that's going to take a little bit longer.
Correct.
But
yes.
Just the regular single barrel is a possibility.
That is a possibility.
Hopefully we'll see it here at the ABV Barrel Shop.
I would love to have it here at the ABV Barrel Shop.
Nice. That's good to hear. Good to hear. So before we get started, Darin said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, Darin?
So I went to the movies with my nephews, and it was the first time that they were in a packed movie theater.
Okay.
So I would like to know what everyone's best movie theater experience is.
Okay. Best movie theater experience. I guess when I was a kid, so I was born in 68, Star Wars came out in 77, as a 9-year-old going to see Star Wars. I think that was huge at the time. I mean, it was, you look back and the special effects are, they're still decent, but, there's some holes in that you see as an adult and all the, all the changes that they made. But at that time, it blew you away. You felt like that was a real world. Like that was a documentary for me at 9 years old or whatever. So yeah. So
it's groundbreaking.
It was.
Yeah, you can look back now and go, "Oh my gosh, that's kind of weird." But at the time,
right,
there was nothing like that.
Nothing like it. No. So what about you guys?
I would say one of the most memorable experiences at a movie theater was whenever I went to go see Jaws in 3D.
Okay.
Way back in the day.
3D, yeah. 3D, they had another run around that time where a lot of stuff was coming in 3D.
Yeah,
so,
And you had put on the red and blue glasses, and I don't know. My eyes just aren't in tune with that because there was nothing about it that felt 3D.
Not good
Nothing
3D,
was
huh?
coming out at all.
Poor 3D.
Yeah.
Now, Kyle, you were talking to us about yours happened in a booth at an adult movie theater.
Oh man!
What's the deal with that?
Hey, don't rub me the wrong way. I tried to be a masseuse one time, but I did rub somebody the wrong way, and they got rid of me.
Okay.
But one of my
doing his act now.
One of my good experiences was back at a movie theater. This was before the red light area. We would have a dollar show behind our house. I mean, it was actually a movie theater.
Wait.
Did
you make this out of cardboard or what?
It was a Ramada theater. It was a half mile from our house. I used to sneak out, and it was dollar theater, and I watched Poltergeist by myself around 10, 11 years old.
Were you freaked out?
Pretty freaky. Yeah. Caroline.
And then you had to walk home, right?
Walk home, yeah.
And were you scared walking home?
A little bit. I think I actually, I know it doesn't look like it, but I think I actually ran a little bit.
I would guess so, yeah.
A version of running, yes.
That's another one of those movies you go back and rewatch, and I think they made a remake not too long ago, and it's just like, I was scared of that.
Right.
But I remember back when the TV used to go to, they used to play the American or national anthem. They did the Eagle and everything. Then it went to
at the end.
No.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, and that's when Poltergeist came out. So that was a little creepy around that age.
Yeah. I remember one time when we got my house. I bought my house in '92, so I was an adult. But I watched The Exorcist. But it was after I'd done in the basement by myself, and it started at twilight. Well, I realized I don't have any lights on because it's twilight. It was still kind of light. As the movie ends, it's complete darkness. And I realized I'm going to have to shut off the light and then run upstairs in complete darkness after watching them. I freaked myself out as an adult, The Exorcist.
No.
Yeah.
I don't do
That's a scary movie.
No,
that is a scary one.
Yeah.
Steinkamp, how about you, man?
My big first memory is watching Ghostbusters.
Okay.
And the reason I remember it is because it was in surround sound. And that was the first time I'd ever heard, like when that green ghost goes around behind
Slimer.
you and Slimer all around you and it'd go. I just thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
you asked the question.
Yeah. Mine is not about a full movie theater, even though that is how I phased it. But
or phrased it. It was his phase when he was only talking about full movie theaters, but not talking about them when he did it.
But one time I snuck out of the house. We'll just say that I didn't tell my parents where I was going. I was like, I'm gonna go see this movie. I've heard it's really bad, but I can't believe it's that bad. And so I actually bought a ticket for something else because I wasn't old enough to get in the theater, and then snuck in the theater for a Sharknado.
Sharknado.
No! Please say no!
And
You paid for Sharknado.
I did. And so every time I walk, because I went to the Ronnie's by my house, and every time I walk into that movie theater,
Were you scared?
No.
At any point was it too intense?
Maybe too intense in tears of how painful it was. But
okay.
Every time I think of the little me shaking knees and everything, sneaking into this movie theater to go see Sharknado.
Right. So, all right, very good. Well, there you go. We've got a special pour here. This was given to us to taste here at the ABV Barrel Shop. It's from Three Chord. It's cask finished, bourbon and corn whiskey. Comes in at 111.3 proof. And it is a dual cask. So first finished in honey and then toasted barrel. So let's do a cork pop on the way out. We'll pour this during break and we'll try it when we get back. So here we go. Let's quiet on the set. Here we go. Well, kind of weak.
Sounds like I was sitting here.
Not a whole lot going on there. So, but hopefully the whiskey will be better. What we'll do next, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be tasting this stuff. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels, Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot Select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily with Colonel Steve.
See what we got here.
Shark.
Don't drink it yet. Don't drink it yet, though, boys.
That was the best.
Leave it.
I'm all excited. Like
I was too. I was like, I can't wait.
What's
This is going to be
on?
amazing.
Sharknado.
Did they pay you on the way out? Sorry about that.
They might have.
I didn't even know it was actually at a theater. I thought that was just a TV movie.
I thought it went straight
They've
to
done
TV
like 4
too.
of them.
Right.
Yeah.
But I thought it was all just
No,
straight.
they've done 5, and they've all been in theaters.
Really?
This might have been the second one. I don't actually remember which one it was. I just remember it was a Sharknado movie.
A Sharknado. Is that your Bible? It is a Bible. All right, here we go. Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. My name's Steve. I'm joined by Darin, Kyle, Dave, and Mike. We are here at the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar. We're getting ready to try Three Chord, their newest product. It's a cask finish mixture of bourbon and corn whiskey that is then finished in honey and toasted barrels. This is presented to you at cask strength. That comes in at 111.3 proof. My buddy Ari Sussman is the blender there. So that's pretty cool stuff. Let's start out by talking about the look of it. Kind of looks like it's got a nice color. Kind of
Amber?
Kind of amber colored. Maybe like if you get Orville Redenbacher popcorn oil, maybe a little bit darker than that. A little bit more orange in there, but definitely some yellow hues in there too.
It's got nice legs.
It does.
Got some nice
It
legs.
Clings.
Got some nice legs. So yeah, that's good. All right, let's talk what we got on the nose here before anybody dives in and gets a drink. Let's see what we got.
It's definitely sweet on the nose.
Sweet on the nose.
Very sweet.
I don't know if it's just because I knew it's honey finished or if I really am getting honey. It's one or the other.
Okay. But there's also some light cinnamon, maybe? Oh, there you go. There's 8-year-old Kyle has just had his ringer go off. Thank you. I guess we'll have to pay royalties on that now. Son of a bitch. Get an invoice from the good folks at Donkey Kong.
Care of Kyle Neely, number 6.
All right, cheers, boys. Let's try this. Let's see what we got. Let's see it.
Cheers.
You just got to taste. It all comes down to taste. Ooh,
Oh wow.
that's nice. That's
That's very good.
drinkable.
Holy cow.
That is fall off the porch. If I've ever had it at 111, I could drink that all day.
Smooth.
It's
Wow.
very smooth. It sticks with you too, and then
It's sweet way back there.
it's sweet. But there's a little spice that sticks around on your tongue too, so that those legs coat the palate, and it's good. This is really
That
good.
is good.
That's very, very good. So
Yeah, it's got that spice up on the tip of your tongue, but yeah, nice.
And then it's nice and smooth,
Yeah,
and
the coating.
honey and vanilla's all in the back end.
yeah. Wow.
yeah, I like what's going on here. So really good stuff. So I don't know. I'd recommend this one. So hopefully,
Absolutely.
hopefully we'll see this in Missouri soon. I don't think it's available yet, but hopefully Three Chord's coming to Missouri. Please do. If you're listening, folks,
Yes.
please come to Missouri and get here, and well, heck, we'll carry it at the shop. So good stuff.
So the honey is not overpowering. A lot of the
No.
barrels
No.
where it's a honey barrel.
No.
It's all you taste, and this is it's subtle, but it's nice and complete.
Some of them, even when it is whiskey, it's not a liqueur or something like that. Some, when they have honey, it can be over honeyed and then it tastes like it's a liqueur or something. This just tastes like whiskey with some nice, subtle flavor notes. So,
Yes.
yeah, very good stuff. Highly recommended. Check it out from Three Chord. Their newest product, the cask finished bourbon and corn whiskey. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. We're going to start right here with Darin.
You can find me on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures.
How the adventures coming along?
Yeah, they're coming.
This is
I have
another
one
one.
planned out in my head.
Okay.
Oh, my mind adventures are wild, by the way.
Okay. All right. Kyle?
You can find me on the gram at Kyle Neely 35 and Steve Quit Laughing.
Is that your podcast voice?
You can find me. I'm Kathy Cool. I'm KK Cash Strength. I got 2,130 listeners, but Pam Hoyle's going to try to help me get up to about 2,200. So followers, I mean. So follow me, KK Cash Strength.
God, it sounds like she melted into Ross Perot for a second. Here's the deal.
Can I finish? Here's the wood hat.
Can I finish a wood hat?
All right. Mr. Probst, how about you?
You can find me on the gram, as Kyle says, at DMFP in the house.
DMFP. All right. How about you, Mr.
On the gram and the book at Michael A. Steinkamp, SDL.
All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got that company website, abvnetwork.com. That's the one you got to check out. All of our previous shows are out there, our blogs, Bourbon Zeppelin, Quick Bourbon Notes, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. We're having fun here today. You should be here with us. So check us out online at abvbarrelshop.com. If you want to get involved, give us a 5-star review. That helps new people find the show. Last time I checked, that's pretty darn important to us. And please, head over to patreon.com/the ABV Network and check out what we've got going on there as well. That's it for today. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Adios.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's Birthday Barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.